What's up, guys? Welcome back to the second episode. This is the best. I always save the best for last, and it's for our darling AMC family. And the previous video was about day trading. So this is what happens basically with AMC. I want to tell something to the family. If you didn't watch the live yesterday, I totally kind of understand it's a long one, but there's certain segments that you should know, and I will bring this one up. If you guys remember back this summer, we had this hedge fund called AQR. And AQR had this CEO called Cliff Asness, and he came out, he called us out, he called us morons, he dared us to come after them. AMC is only making 5% or less of his portfolio, stuff like that, and that was back in June of 2022. Now, fast forward in a couple months, when AMC announced that it's going to issue a dividend of APE, this guy had only about 120,000 AMC common shares, and in August 15th, 4 days before the issuance of APE, this guy went and loaded up a record for that hedge fund. They have never held over, even 150,000 or 200,000 shares of AMC. This guy went and loaded up 420,000 extra and above that AMC shares, which brought his total to about, it was when you combined everything, he had about over 600,000 AMC shares just 4 days before APE issuance. Now, fast forward in another month and a half. This guy, after the issuance of APE, goes ahead and dumps his entire AMC common shares. And this is not a story tell. This is facts with numbers. You could go check out NASDAQ and check their positions and see. You got to remember your enemies so that you can always keep an eye on them and see what they're perpetrating and doing in the background, so you would know how to close all the holes so that they can't crawl in. So you could always keep them squished behind that wall. Anyways, so he dumped the entire 600,000 shares plus of AMC shares. And theoretically right now, this guy is sitting on over 600, and that hedge fund is sitting on over 600,000 preferred units of APE. What do you think they're doing with this? So he thinks obviously he's smart to do a double whammy. He gets to dump entire AMC shares, obviously aiding his short position. If he has one, as he said he has one opened, because selling pressure added. Perfect. That adds more selling pressure. So it hits two birds with one stone. He sells all AMC common shares, got APE at a discount, for free basically, as a dividend, and now he's waiting for it. And most likely when he was in the sense, these people were loading the hell up, waiting for it to do a conversion over to the other side so that he can most likely do the same thing again. This is just reality. Fact check me, go look at the data, you'll see what AQR did. F you, Cliff Asness. Anyways, moving on. Now, why is cost to borrow also so high? Guys, there's many reasons. One, no shares. How is that? In multiple reasons. Most importantly is through the lending. There's no FTX, so they can't do shit over there from any tokenized crap. The second and the most crucial one, which is their only ally after FTX, is what? Borrowing from brokers, institutes, Vanguard, BlackRock, people like this, because that's their game. Vanguard, BlackRock's, they just buy big grip and chunks of floats of companies, and then they see if it's a shortable company, then they will have them on lend. And for them, AMC's been a cash cow. 3+ years of them having to lend and make so much money because shorts keep coming back. They won't need shares. They made obviously billions and billions of dollars, if not even more. So these guys, when they have all their shares back because they need them, they can't have them out on loan. When there's voting, they need them so they can vote on the reverse stock split and the conversion. Otherwise, they lose their voting rights if they're lent out to other people or like shorts that are covering them. So what shorts are doing, and this explains also why we see this slight rise in the price, is the shorts, instead of ripping off the band-aid at once and screw up the market maker, KG, all at once and have a scary rip to the upside. No, instead, they're having controlled volume, stair-stepping, and what they're doing is they're buying back some shares so that they can return these shares that are lent so they could have that vote. And then after that, it's a different story. If they get their yes, people like Cliff Asness and all that, they already have such a huge, small, like 600 plus thousand, at least that we know of, that they're waiting for to convert over so they could utilize after. I hear a lot of people in the community saying that, hey, after the conversion, it will be hard to locate shares. Are you kidding me? Locate shares? They would already have a lot of shares from the conversion. All of them are loading up right now. All of them been loading up in the sense on APE. That's why I've always advocated to keep it as the dividend that it was intended to be. So that's one way that they will have shares, is they'll have a lot of that. Those 600 plus thousand. What do you think when they become common shares? What do you think they're going to do with them? Either lend them or dump them short. And he's not the only one. Look at all the other ones. And while everybody was selling common shares, by the way, after when APE was announced and stuff, some people were actually, not everybody, but some people were actually selling. This was a scary game. I called it out too, to sell your AMC common shares so you could load up more APE. While that's happening, the big firms like the Vanguards and the BlackRocks, they've been loading up on AMC shares, not even just on APE, buying all of it, because they know ultimately the play is not APE. The play is AMC. And if they can infiltrate AMC through AMC itself with APE, with the preferred units, then that's the win of not just a century of all time for the 1%. So make your own, obviously, decisions at the end of the day as far as the vote and all that. Whatever you want to do, do it. I'm just pointing out facts to you and information that could help you or aid you make up your mind about what it is that you want to, go for. Now, with that being said, you got to remember this movement right now, as you can see, I tweeted yesterday and it was very good in the pre-market. Thank you for all the people that actually retweeted the tweet to try to rally AMC and get it trending. But you got to remember, I've said in that tweet, while yes, we are up 10% at the pre-market open, I am not liking the volume, and I'm still not liking the volume because the volume is still stair-stepping slowly and it's controlled. So don't like stuff like that. And at any given time, the music can start. Truthfully, anytime. So what we gotta pay attention to is, one, do we break the $8.40 level first? Because we hit that level and we hit that stair step level 2 times, 3 times before, and every time we got rejected. But after that, we ripped up. So it's an important one. This was back in January of 2021. And later on in March of 2021, where we hit that 801, the Battle of A1. So that is the first step that we have, and it's not that far away. I think we could make our way through it. So let's see how that works out. I know most of the family is not here to look at $1 or 50-cent change or movement, but it's good to, obviously, since we've been in this for me 3 years plus, then you can go ahead and always tame your expectations and understand when to be excited and when not to be excited, so that it does not come back and harm you on the inside, mentally and psychologically and emotionally. So with that being said, I will be back with you tomorrow, family. Much love, AV Investments.